Hello, this is the Reading on the Rocks podcast. We are Kelsey,
Chandler,
and Morgan. We like to drink and read books and then talk about them. Welcome to the group chat.
Hello, and welcome to our Fourth Wing Iron Flame mini episode.
woohoo!
Yay! Just to recap, we're just doing a mini episode, talk about things that we noticed in the books, things that we liked, our hopes and our dreams for Onyx Storm, the things that we're scared about for Onyx Storm, just all the stuff. But before we get into it, we have to talk about our drinks. Kelsey, what are you drinking today?
White rum again. This time I'm drinking it with a kiwi strawberry water sparkler. So it's delicious.
Ooh. Morgan, what do you have?
I've got a... I don't really know what it is. There's orange juice in it. There's some holiday Sprite that was left over, and a little bit of vodka. So whatever you want to call that. That's what I'm drinking. What do you got, Chan?
I am drinking a cider in my mom's shit fuck damn mug because
nice. Iconic.
That's how I feel about Fourth Wing and Iron Flame is shit fuck damn.
Shit fuck damn.
And it's a cider.
That's perfect.
From a local cidery here in the state.
Cidery.
Cidery.
I think that's what they called.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Isn't it still a brewery? Is cider brewed?
No,
I don't know.
I think if they only sell ciders, it's a cidery.
I think you made that word up.
I don't know if I've ever been to a place that's just ciders.
Okay.
We
Google's making
have.
an appearance. First
Already.
Google appearance on podcast is
Caleb
cidery
calls them that, so that's what I call them.
a
Cidery.
Cidery. Yeah. Cider house.
No, I don't.
Cider place.
How do you spell cidery?
Cider with a Y at the end, I guess? I don't know.
Cider.
And surprise, surprise, our mini episode now has turned into a cider episode.
Oh, you were right. Okay, you didn't make it up. It's a thing.
Wow.
A
Guys, I
place
told
where
you I'm a
cider
freaking
is made
genius.
commercially.
I've never heard that.
Would you like to hear it in a sentence?
Let's go to the cidery.
I believe I just used it in a
So,
sentence.
gives you a sentence. Okay. All right.
Okay. We're back.
Continue.
Okay.
We're back. We're live.
Back in our Rebecca Yarros world.
Oh, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Shit. Okay.
So
we
what
have to
are
talk
our
about
thoughts? Okay.
this.
Go for it.
I highlighted this from Fourth Wing because as I read it the third time, this was my third time reading Fourth Wing, I noticed this and it just blew my mind, the Easter egg that Rebecca dropped in this book. Like, it just blew my mind. So they were celebrating, or not celebrating, but it was like the 6th anniversary of her brother's death. And she and Liam had to go to that party that they all have to go to. And she says, Brennan would have hated all of this. And I gestured to the crowd. He was more about getting the work done than celebrating its completion. And Liam responds with, yeah, sounds like. And then he's cut off. I think Dane just walks up to Liam and them. And I'm like, he almost spilled the beans that Brennan was alive. If he wasn't cut off, would he have spilled the beans?
Yeah, it almost sounded like he was about to say, yeah, sounds like him.
Yes.
But I know some people were saying that he was maybe about to say, sounds like Xaden as well.
No.
Like he was just...
Like if they were talking about Xaden, I would have been like...
Well, they're always
talking
about Xaden.
It's true.
He's always there.
He's always there.
He's always present.
Yeah.
So
She
that
dropped
just-
so
I was
many
like,
little Easter eggs
she dropped
throughout
some
that
Easter
entire.
eggs.
Oh my god, everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. So I guess we should say
she's taking a play out of Taylor Swift's playbook and dropping Easter eggs
Dude,
everywhere.
that's what it reminded me of. On my second read, I'm like, dude, she's
literally just
T Swift
Easter
here.
eggs.
Everywhere. What were you going to say, Kels?
I was going to say, this was like the first book that we read together, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or did we read I think this was the first one.
This was the first one that we've... Yes, no, this was it. Because I remember...
We all read it in like a day.
We all had the group chat. We still had the group chat. But we were just talking about random books and like books that we liked and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
okay. Yeah,
Morgan got Fourth Wing and she's like, I just got Fourth Wing. And Kelsey's like, I have that one. And then I was like, well, now I need to buy it. And then we decided to book club it.
Yeah.
And
we did.
Began.
And we read it in like a day. And then I don't remember if both of you guys were still reading it or if Morgan was just still reading it, but I read it twice in 2 days.
Yeah, you highlighted the second time.
I immediately read it again and highlighted it again. And I remember it was like page 20 or something like that on my second read through. I have it underlined in the first edition of that book. I have underlines all over. But yeah, she's talking about how she likes the thunder and the shadows on like page 20. And I'm like, well, that's early.
Dude, right
There's an
off
Easter
the
egg
bat.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, God, she's such a mastermind.
Yeah.
She is. She has this whole universe planned out in its entirety.
Yeah.
And she's given, I guarantee you we've read Easter eggs in the Fourth Wing and in Iron Flame that we'll see.
Have yet to be seen.
Years down the road. Yeah.
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 Oh,
the thing about Rebecca Yarros that scares me the most is she, after Fourth Wing came out, she did an interview and she straight up said in the interview, she was like, I'm not scared of killing off main characters. And I'm terrified.
You can't do that, girl. But she also said that she also has said that she's a romantic and she's not gonna not have
happy endings.
Yeah, she believes in happily ever afters or whatever.
But she also fucking killed Liam, and we all loved Liam.
Yeah. That's
so
like, I don't know, I'm just so emotionally attached to these fictional characters that if like,
man,
if somebody dies,
emotionally...
if Riderick or Sawyer die, I'm gonna have to close my book and take a break. And by break, I mean I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up again for a little while.
Yeah.
Mine's the dragons. If anything happens to those dragons, oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
It'll be like
no.
You know when you watch a movie and they like kill the dog or something crazy?
Yes.
And you're like, no, not interested in continuing this movie.
Yes.
No. That's what it's like. Except
I don't watch movies with dogs in them.
So much more emotionally
because of that.
Invested.
Yeah, you don't want to. No, thank you. I am terrified that she's going to use that out, though, because she says she's not afraid of killing off main characters.
Yeah,
and Violet has 2 dragons, so if Violet can't die, but if one of her dragons dies, maybe she can live because she has another dragon. And I'm like, if she kills off Taryn,
but Xaden can't because Xaden doesn't have another dragon.
Yeah,
well, there's a workaround. There's a workaround somewhere, though.
There's got to be.
That's what I'm so afraid of.
Yeah,
is her losing Taryn.
Yeah,
oh my god, I love that little grumpy guy.
My favorite character, like hands down, more than Xaden, more than Violet.
He is like the perfect grumpy old man.
Yes,
I think mine. I don't know. Adarna might have him on me. I love her.
I love him.
I loved her development from the first book to the second book. Like the first book, she's this sweet, innocent little dragon, and the second book, she's like
paws
this ruthless little like teenager.
I still cackle out loud when it's like when she's going to choose her dragon and she's trying to protect Andarna, and then she like beats the guys, and then Andarna just turns around and flies away. And she's like, "You could have done this the whole time."
Oh, so you can't fly.
It's so perfect. I'm like, what an Andarna move, for real.
It's awesome.
Yeah, she's great.
Morgan, you said you had some signet talk. in our group
I
chat.
do.
Oh my god,
I'm
guys.
here
and
for it. I want to hear.
I try to avoid, because there's so much signet talk online.
Yeah.
So I try
So
to
many
avoid
theories.
like people implanting things in my brain. And I found this one on my own before I saw other people have the same theory. Let me pull my little book. Throughout
my little books.
my little books. Throughout Fourth Wing, and then it really starts kind of happening a lot in Iron Flame. They discuss like how fast she is. Like they'll be like, how did she like? There's no way for her to get from point A to point B in that amount of time. And so I think she's like a distance wielder or something, whatever they call that.
Yeah.
But let me find if I can get to my quotes here.
I've seen that. I think she was like running to go see, like her sister had shown up at where Brennan was or whatever, and she said like things were flying by me as I'm running out there. So I remember reading that and being like, oh, maybe she did. And she like would get there way before everyone else and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then part of Adarna's powers when she was a little fledgling was the stopping time thing.
Yeah.
And that kind of translate into like similarly into the distance wielding, but I found it. So it's right when Violet starts questioning Xaden about like, I know you have another signet kind of thing. So you gonna clue me in on this thing? And she goes, are you a distance wielder? I've only read about 2 riders in all history who could cross hundreds of miles in a single step. And Xaden said, there hasn't been a distance wielder in centuries. And don't you think if I were one, I would have spent every night with you? Which I think is like written out plain as text that Violet's going to be a distance wielder. So that's my theory.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it. I see all these signet things and I can see them. I can see them all.
Literally
because
any of them.
She's seriously, the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I am I would say a fairly unpopular camp. But I think that if she was going to have a second, because they said that was either 2 things. She was either going to get a second signet or she was going to be just an exceptionally strong in her first signet or her only signet. So I think in my world, it would have made sense if her second signet would have manifested when she developed her first one. But then, oh wait, now that I'm saying this out loud, Adarna was a fledgling, so maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But I could also see her only having the one and it just being so exceptionally strong because she can kill the venom.
Well, yeah. Rebecca, she confirmed that she has a second.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she said, pretty much she
said like that the second book makes it obvious is what she said.
Yeah. Like, girl, you're gonna have to spell it out for us then.
It's apparently not obvious enough.
Apparently not.
But it's also, I mean, the signets they're supposed to be about them. I mean, you use your dragon's power, but it's supposed to be about her. So I almost feel like, I mean, she needs to like she really wants to be a healer, I know, at one point. Like, she said that in there. Yeah, a mender, healer. That would be kind of cool because she's so, like, scared of just using her destruction powers.
That would even be cool because she talks all the time about how fragile she is. She's like, I'm fragile. I'm breakable. I'm fragile. Like, how she used to be fragile and now she's super strong and, like, all this fun stuff. And, like, she still wraps her knees.
Yeah.
So exactly. If she was a mender.
In the second one, she also, when she goes up to the mender guy who's mended her for years or whatever, like he didn't have to fix her a whole bunch in the second year. Like, she got hurt like one time, but then she told him that she was just taking care of it. But the first year she had to get mended like all the time, and she broke stuff and all this stuff. So I feel like she's getting stronger. She's just not believing it. And maybe she's like mending herself and she doesn't understand.
Yeah, I think she's just chalking it up to her own hard work and her own like
Which could
physically
be.
building herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see it though. That'd be cool. That'd be like,
Yeah.
she'd be like both sides of this coin.
Yeah.
Both sides of the coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Can we just talk about Jack fucking Barlow? Can
Oh
he
my
just
God.
die?
Jack
He
fucking
is-
Barlow.
He is the one character that I'm okay with. Like, if we could take Jack and make him die and bring back Liam from the dead, I'm on board.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm
There
on
you
board.
go.
If she can figure out how to kill Jack and bring back Liam,
Do you think
here for it.
Do you think that because he like saved Violet? What do you think
Yeah.
that was about? Because I'm kind of confused on that. Like, what would
Me
be
too.
what would be the point? Was to probably to keep him. Oh, okay. It's
Remember
all
the
coming
Venom,
together
the
now.
Venom, like the head, the
Needs
guy
her.
of the Venom wants Violet alive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
He
Jack
probably
had
put
to
a-
save her because he's Venom.
Oh my god.
Look at Jack Barlow.
Crazy.
It's so
Fucking
bad.
Jack
Fucking
Barlow.
Barlow.
Oh,
And
and
then
then,
I-
he calls Zayden brother at the end, and I
Literally made me, every time I've read it, it makes me want to throw my book or my Kindle, whatever I'm reading on. It literally just makes me want to chuck it across the room.
just, yes.
It's awful. I wonder how, because I'm sick of communication issues. Hopefully there's
Oh my god.
no more communication problems in
Yeah.
Onyx
It's
Storm.
Zayden and Violet. There's going to be communication problems. Come on.
I know. But they were both having dreams about I don't think it's a sage, it's a general he referred to himself as. A general.
Yeah,
The general.
but they didn't tell
And-
each other they were both having those dreams.
I know, that's what I
Exactly.
mean. Like, can't you guys fucking talk to each other?
No.
They're going to have
They can't.
communication problems. It's Zayden and Violet. Come on.
Yes, that's the one of the downfalls of the second book is too much communication issues. It's so,
It's kind of cringe.
I hate it so much. And then they just kind of go back and forth on whether which one of them is right and which one of them is wrong, and which
Mhm.
I'm like, can you just tell each other things? Oh my god,
Yeah.
you guys are
I
killing
got
me.
real life mad when Zayden was like, well, you need to ask me these questions for
I
me to tell
hate
you.
that.
Like, how about
so
you just tell her?
much.
Yeah.
How about you just tell her?
That's some toxic behavior.
Like, I get his point of, like, he's, leading this rebellion or whatever, so he has to, like, keep some things close to the chest, and it's just like, I mean, it's just like fucking military man.
Yeah.
Chris can't tell me anything. Some things,
God, it's
he's
so
just
annoying.
not allowed. It's
So annoying. It's just... Ugh.
But, I get it. It's, some things you just can't do, but you can't just expect her to ask you very specific questions that you're
Mhm.
willing to answer. It's the dumbest thing ever. So tell her what you can tell her.
Yeah. Especially
And
when
then
you
it
know
would've
that
been
what she's after
solved.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was also my only issue.
Yeah.
book.
I have another issue with the second book, mostly just like because they spend so long away from the college or whatever, so we barely get to see Ree and Riddick and
Yeah.
Sawyer in the second book, and we don't really get much development with them other than Violet kind of hiding from them because she's protecting them, and I just like I want to see those guys. I don't want to just hang out in Violet's head anymore.
I
just
We
hide
do
from
lie
the
like-
around
world.
here. I do like the
I-
incorporation of the flyers, though.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
Kat, hot take, I think Kat's a pretty cool character.
I think she is now.
Yes.
I loved the development, though.
I love the development.
Yeah.
Development was great.
Every time we're first introduced to Kat, though, I
Yes.
have never wished for a fictional character to be real, so I could punch them so much in my
Yes.
life.
Oh. I get a visceral reaction when she comes in. And
Yeah.
just like people on TikTok talk about how Violet was not mad enough about the fact that her and Kat thought the same way. because Xaden trained them both. And I'm like, you're right. Because it was like the end of a chapter or something like that when she realized that they fought the same way because Xaden taught them both. So we didn't really get her reaction right away. And I'm like, you should be way fucking more pissed about this.
You're taking this so extraordinarily well.
Yeah. It would, yeah. She needed to be a little bit pettier, and I feel like I
do love honorable mention. I love the petty moment when while they were fighting, Kat was like, that thing he does with his fingers or whatever. I taught him that.
Yeah.
And Violet thanks her for it the next day.
Yes. That's hilarious. What I mean. I feel like she needed to be even more petty, and because she's just like, oh yeah, that thing with the fingers, thanks for that. And I was like, you need to say, actually, I prefer him down on his knees though, or something.
Yeah.
Just keep it going into the pettiness.
Like twist the knife a little.
Yeah,
true.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she didn't even like Xaden. She just wanted his crown, basically. So then it's like, okay, well,
whatever.
Not worth it then. And then, yes, she turned it around.
I just love how Xaden's low-key a prince. He's low-key just a prince of another country. Like, meh.
Secret prince.
I love how low-key it is.
Yeah, it is. I love that he was like, you can kill her if you want.
I know.
I don't care.
That's what you want to do.
I really don't care if you want to kill her. I think you'll care. Just kill her. Just do it.
Morgan, that's like something I feel like Tim would say to you. He'd be like, you can do it if you want. I don't care.
Tim doesn't give a shit.
It's not going to affect me.
He doesn't care about anything.
Same.
He's just unbothered in every part of his life. He doesn't care.
Yes, but we love him.
Yeah, I suppose. I have so I cried one time in my reread.
Ooh.
And I have to tell you where it was. It was, well, I'm gonna just fiddle on my phone a little bit here again. It was when they're in the little ward chamber at the school, and Darna's like confessing to Violet all of her, like she's the seventh breed or something, and she said, oh, it's so sweet. Violet said to her, your scales aren't really black, and she said no. Even now her scales are changing, taking on a grayish hue of the stones around her. He is though, and I so badly want to be just like him. Instant tears.
I love it.
I know.
She's so sweet. She's just a little angel baby. I love her. And she's got so much spunk and attitude.
Mm-hmm. I do. I love her. I love her so much. Oh, he's great. I'm very scared of the last, apparently, 3 pages in any Rebecca Yarros book that has the next one coming out. As you should be, because both of those still biggest cliffhangers. First one, you found out Brennan is alive, which I a little bit saw coming. Not that far ahead, but a little bit ahead. But then the second one ends, and you think that there's like a big kind of cliffhanger, finding out about Andarna and her mom dying, and then joke's on you, the very last page, there's another one.
Rebecca hits
right
us
in the
with
face.
an uppercut.
God, she's such an amazing author that's like, I would aspire to be her, to be such an amazing author that your fan base is obsessed with the books that you write, but is also terrified how you're going to write and end
Have you guys
books.
ever seen Game of Thrones?
Yes.
No.
Where they just chop off Ned Stark's head and you think he's the whole entire story?
Yes.
Terrified.
Literally that.
That scene emotionally hurt me for the rest of my life, and now I just feel like everyone's going to do it to me, Rebecca included.
Yep. Exactly. That show changed me. that point exactly. Ned getting his head chopped off, because literally it's like, well, this is a show, he's the main character. What's gonna happen?
Up until his head was fucking rolling, I'm like, oh, how is he gonna get out of this one, guys?
How's he gonna get out of this? Joke's on us.
God.
Now I need to watch the show.
Yeah. Then nobody is safe. Fucking everyone dies.
Nobody. It's a
free for all.
Bad one.
in any
I
like
was-
Rebecca Yarros books, nobody's safe.
No. I think Zayden and Violet are
scared.
safe. I don't think anyone else are safe.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that we're gonna find out eventually.
And she's not
I
gonna
think it's
kill
gonna
one
be
of
the
them.
fifth book. Nope, I think it's gonna be the fifth book, and they're gonna be dead at the end of it. Maybe they'll live a long, happy life. Maybe there'll be an
Some
epilogue.
Romeo and Juliet shit.
But I think they're gonna be dead because of what is in the very beginning of every book.
Oh yeah,
This has
Jacinia.
been transcribed by Janessa. All the
Janessa
people
or
in this are dead, and like
If they
names
don't
have
say
been
all the
changed or
people in
something.
this are dead.
No, just to honor the
Says
dead
names.
is what it's called.
Yeah.
But then
Honor
people
the dead.
say that
Whatever.
it ends up being Xaden and Violet as the king and queen or whatever, and they basically have her write the stuff, and they're honoring the dead like Liam by doing that. But I don't
think
know.
that
I'm so scared. Hey, Easter egg. Here we go. Here's another one.
I think that Terran's the second largest dragon, right? Next to
Yeah, General Melgrins is the biggest.
Yeah.
yeah, and he's also a black dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something there.
You know what I
Yeah.
really want to see happen?
But also, Andarna's going to be enormous, right?
Yeah.
Because she's already like 3/4 the size of.
Yeah, she's already grown way more than normal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember reading that.
But you know what I really want to see? I really want to see Sigil and Tardan have a baby.
Aww.
I want to see
fun.
them have a little hatchling.
Aww.
I don't know why. I just think it would be
That's
so
what
cute.
Andarna
I
is.
want-
Is their little adopted
Yeah,
baby.
their little adopted baby. I love that. I want for next book. I want more POVs. I don't think she's gonna freaking do it, but I want more POVs.
That would be cool.
She's not
That
really a
would be
POV
fun.
kind of gal, I don't think.
No, she's not.
Not in this series, anyway.
No, she's gotten.
I mean, she
the
doesn't
only-
have. She doesn't have other fantasy series, really, does she?
No,
No.
not fantasy, just the
No,
All
it's
her
all
other,
contemporaries.
her other
romance
books
or
are
whatever.
romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, multi POV romances aren't too big either.
The only
So that doesn't
POV
surprise
she's
me.
got in both of these books are Xaden's at the last chapter
The
of
very
both
chapter.
books.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she released his POV for specific chapters
Yeah.
Special
after.
editions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
It's
special
all
editions.
Violet.
I don't
Tell you what, that girl knows how to sell a book.
Yeah.
Secret
For
chapters
real.
and sprayed edges. You got me.
Yeah.
I have like 3 copies of Fourth Wing. over
Yeah.
there. All
Same.
different.
Yeah. Different deluxe editions of
I
Onyx
have
Storm,
all
which
3.
look exactly the same.
Mhm.
Like the Target looks exactly the
Not
same
me
as the other
one
ones.
I
planning on placing a Target order while I'm waiting for my Barnes & Noble book to come in.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because I
should
ordered the
place an
deluxe
order
edition
instead
from
of-
Barnes & Noble, and then I was like, I should
Yeah.
get the Target one. But you
Mine's
have
coming from
to-
Amazon.
Oh, hey, I don't want to say this out loud because then it's not going to be available.
What?
Never mind.
Never mind.
No, I'm on the edge of my seat. What were you gonna
But we're
say?
gonna release the episode. We're gonna release this, and then they're all gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, because of
Oh,
our
because we're gonna get real
massive
big.
yeah,
Yeah,
massive
Yeah.
following.
our
Yeah.
huge following.
No, my mom said that the Target Deluxe edition of Onyx Storm you can place for a pickup order at 1 a.m. on the 21st.
That's a great idea.
That's a great
I was
So
gonna
idea.
while
go-
I am feeding Carter, that I will be placing a Target pickup order.
There you go. I was gonna go on my lunch break, but that's a much better idea because I bet they're gone by.
Probably.
That's what I'm
Whatever
scared
time.
about. Yeah. I asked my mom, I go, because my mom works at Target, but I was like, do you think are they going to put the book out in the morning or are they going to do it the night before so it's ready for like when doors open? And she goes, they're going to do it in the morning, Chandler. And I went, damn it, I wanted you to buy it for me the night before. While you were at work. She's no fun.
I know. They always show like the people finding it in store the day before, and then of course you can't check out early or whatever. I was like, bitch, I'd be walking around reading that book in Walmart.
I would
was on
find
the
like
shelf.
Be at Target
I'd go to the
for
pillow fort
6
section.
hours.
Just
No,
keep going.
I'd go to their futon section. I'd grab a blanket, grab some pillows, just make myself at home.
Probably what I would do is not to steal it, but I would change the dust jackets from like an Iron Flame one and put it on and then walk around reading it, so no like employee would try to take it from me. Not to steal it. Just no employee would take it from me, and then I would read it in the store, and then I'd switch it back and put it back.
I think I'd steal it.
Me of when Tim switched the dust jackets to Harry Potter on my mom.
Harry Potter, I know.
My mom was so pissed. She calls my grandma and is like, put Tim on the phone.
These kids.
That little shit.
These kids.
Last thing. I'm so glad that this wonderful book, Fourth Wing, that we read together for the first time, was the inspiration for children's names in my life.
Oh
yeah. So I'm like, what? I read this book. Yeah. So my youngest daughter's name is Violet. She was just born this year. So I didn't name her after Violet because I don't really like her that much as a character, but I just like the name. When I was reading it, I really liked the name.
But, you don't like her to name your second born after her?
Yeah, no, I just like the name. But I will say, I actually started on a different name in this book, and that's Mira. I really love the name Mira. But then my older daughter was watching Encanto 24/7 for a while, so that main character's name is Mirabelle. And so I heard it over and over and over and over. So I didn't do Mira, but then I landed on Violet eventually. So here we are.
Cute.
I hope Violet walks around. I'm going to tell Violet that she's named after Violet from Fourth Wing. I hope she walks around like that all the time. That's what I'm going to tell her.
Like a little baddie.
Yeah, there you go.
She's got knives in her diapers.
She would be the one.
Does nobody remember the picture of Joe? Does nobody remember the picture of Joe with the exercise knife?
Yes, she was carrying a rubber knife around.
It was a rubber knife. It wasn't a real knife. Nobody's giving children real knives here.
Should we do do you guys want to do like a star rating on the first two books? And then maybe close her out?
Yeah, I'm down. Okay. Yes.
What do you got,
Let's
Chan?
see what I said.
First two. Fourth Wing is going to be a 4 for me. I loved it. I loved the intrigue. I loved the magic system. I think it was all amazing. I loved it all. Just the communication issue was a big downfall for me. I was like, I don't like that. And Iron Flame is going to be a 4.5 for me. There's just those little things that we talked about that I'm like, it's not my 5-star yet, but I'm holding out hope. Onyx Storm is going to be my 5-star.
Nice.
Kelsey, what do you got?
I'm opposite. Fourth Wing, I did 4.5 for Fourth Wing. Loved it so much. I mean, I literally read it twice in 2 days. And I was obsessed, for sure. And then Iron Flame, communication, not seeing all of my favorite characters, and then it just dragging a bit, kind of like beginning to middle. I bumped it down to 4. But she really knows how to fucking end a book, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she does. I went 4.5 for Fourth Ring, and then I went 4.25 for Iron Flame. Similar reasons that you guys kind of bumped it. Just the communication thing was kind of annoying. It didn't bother me so much to really knock it down, but and then I don't super love, I don't even really know how to explain it, the dynamic of the people in the rebellion, I suppose, and so those characters are just not, they're not as fun. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm fucking jazzed for
so excited.
Onyx.
Absolutely. All right, so Onyx Storm comes out tomorrow from when this releases. Tomorrow. tomorrow.
Um,
I was like, no, it doesn't.
I wish it would. No.
In Alaska,
days
they're
from now.
releasing it early?
I wish.
Yeah.
No, so it comes out tomorrow, the 21st. We are going to read the first half, but we don't know chapters, obviously, yet.
chapters?
So we will post that tomorrow. And that episode of the first half of the book is going to come out the 23rd. So in 3 days.
It's gonna be a quick turnaround. We can do it.
Yeah. We can
Holy
do
moly.
it. It's going to be so much fun. All right, guys.
I think it's gonna be easy to do because it's gonna be like one of those ones you can't put down.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's a 3 a.m. on a work night.
Yeah. God.
For sure.
Hopefully we can survive.
We can do it.
All right, y'all.
Alrighty.
Well, bye.
See you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. If you liked our ramblings, please tune in next week and follow us on social media. Book recs and drink recs are always welcome. Until next time.